Good morning students, my name is Shiny Mukherjee and I am here again to discuss grammar with you all. So the today's topic that I am going to discuss with you is pronoun. Yes, pronoun. So from very younger age we are reading this word pronoun. What's new thing I would be telling? I'll explaining you with new examples. I'll give you a little bit of fun while learning the pronouns over here. Okay. So now in short, if I give you a definition of pronouns, here one slide I have a little prepared for you. I know it's a little childish for you, but at times we need to with little bit pictures. It attracts the study. Okay. So let's go here. Pronouns are words that replaces noun. For example, if I write a name, so if I replace that name, I'll use one pronoun. The first thing that pronoun tells you is replace the noun. And noun means name. Okay. For example, I, me, she, we, they, who, that, yours, his, her, it, etc. They are the pronoun. For example, if I write, Ria is a good girl. So here, Ria is your noun. Okay, now you have to replace it. I'll write, she is a good girl. So here I have replaced it. Okay. So basically it is a work of replacement. Okay. So let's go and discuss the pronoun in detail with its types. So before going to all the types, a small brief study with the pronoun chart. This is one of the most important thing, because see, when we are doing I, me, you, they are the person, first person, second person, third person. So we have to be very much careful when it is singular, when it is plural, each and everything. So let's go. First person, if it is first person I, in plural it becomes we, if it is in a subject pronoun. If it is an object pronoun, first person me, plural become us. If it is a possessive adjective in a pronoun we are using, it becomes my and our. Possessive pronouns, mine, ours. Reflexive pronoun, myself, ourselves. Second person, it remains you in subject and object in both the cases. Either we are talking about singular or plural. But the moment it becomes possessive pronoun and reflexive pronoun, it also remains the same. In possessive pronoun, if it is yours in singular, in plural also it remains yours. If in reflexive pronoun, yourself is in singular, in plural also it remains yourself only. So you never changes its position. It only changes a little bit of formation, but it remains the same. Now third person, if it is singular, he in male we use, she in female we use, and as plural we will use they. Okay? It in object, him if it is plural, in person, male, her becomes female and them becomes plural. Its is in third person if it is possessive adjective, his is male, it becomes her in female, and in plural for both the cases we would be using their, T-H-E-I-R. Okay. So now here in this his and hers it becomes theirs. And in reflexive pronoun, itself, it is in that. If it is himself in male and herself in female, it becomes themselves in plural. That means the plural line, they, them, their, theirs, themselves, they refer both male and female in the sentence when we are changing to the plural form. Now, pronoun and its kinds. So, here are the pronouns. Let's go and discuss the kinds. The first is personal pronoun, then interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronoun, relative pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, intensive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, and distributive pronouns. So, these are one of the most important kinds of pronouns. We would be discussing all the parts in detail one by one with the examples, so that you should learn each and everything, and whenever you are reading the sentence, quickly it will click in your mind that, okay, I'm reading the personal pronoun, okay, this is a reflexive pronoun, fine, this talks about demonstrative pronoun. So we would be in a position to identify all the sentences. Let's go and learn. The first is personal pronoun. That means we are talking about the pronoun that related to person. Okay. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun or nouns. These words that refer to people or things are called personal pronoun. For example, her, he, she, we, they, it, his, hers. All these things comes in your personal pronoun. Now, one thing I have to emphasize here, that is, they refer to the person speaking first person. Okay, so always remember, they are eating their lunch box. Here, they refers the first person. The one spoken to second person or the one spoken about the third person. These pronouns can be either singular or plural. Here the condition is given depending upon that either the speaker is talking about singular or plural, but we have to remember that in that case, in that scenario, they refers to the person speaking to the first person. Interrogative pronouns. The moment I say interrogative, it means we are asking the questions. So now how can we ask a question in a pronoun? Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions. They are the detectives of the pronoun group. Okay, we all love to find out something, like they are also work this only. They help the speaker find information by asking questions. Interrogative pronouns, the words which we can use are what, which, whom, whose, who, all this. What is known about the case, who is coming to the party, even how is also coming in the interrogative pronoun. So we use these words like which dress belongs to you, who are you, whom I have to refer, whose bag is this. So like this we can frame the questions. These words are the interrogative pronouns. Demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun points out a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. That means completely specifying the things. Now, most important thing to note here is a demonstrative pronoun must take the place of a noun or pronoun. It cannot appear right in front of a noun or pronoun. That means you have to completely replace it. If you replace a demonstrative pronoun with a noun, the sentence should still make sense. You can't change. That book belongs to me. So you have to very specify the things that you are talking about. Okay. So in demonstrative pronoun, you must know, you should understand that it is taking the place of the noun or a pronoun. It cannot appear that noun and pronoun is also there and the pronoun is also there. No. It will completely replace it. Okay, it will completely change it. Indefinite pronouns. These pronouns refer to unnamed people or things and do not have definite antecedents like personal pronoun. You is sometimes an indefinite pronoun as the first word in a sentence. So you have like, the word only clear, indefinite, nothing is clear over there. So it is that pronoun and unnamed people. You all are talking. So I didn't name the person. I just blame the everyone. Not a particular person is categorized here. Okay. So all, both, few, no one, each, many, any, either, these are the indefinite pronouns. Example, no one knew the answer but a few tried. You must explain it to me. So now here no one and few is used. So here I am clearing that it is the word where the clarity is not there, but we are replacing the noun, we are addressing someone, but categorization is not there. Possessive pronoun, that means having the possession of something. This book belongs to me, the possession you are having. A possessive pronoun is a personal pronoun used to show ownership or relationship. The possessive pronouns my, your, her, his, its, are, their come before noun. For example, my best friend is my dog Simon. Here my is using as a possessive pronoun. The boys lost their way in the woods there. Our family reunion is this summer. Has Kyla met her new teacher yet? So all these things we have to be very much careful when we are doing the changes. Now see, in possessive pronoun, the entire thing is in the possession of that particular person who is talking about. Our family, that means the family belongs to that person. My best friend is my dog. That dog belongs to that person. Okay. So here we have to know that what is the change between the possessive pronoun and personal pronoun. Personal pronoun talks about in person. It talks about the relationship and the ownership. So be very much careful which is possessive pronoun and what is personal pronoun. Distributive pronouns. A distributive pronoun refers to each person, place or thing separately. The distributive pronouns are each, either, neither, and they are always singular. Now, the moment I say distributed, it is distributing the things. So, we have to be very much careful about distributive and demonstrative. Okay? Remember, these pronouns are also considered indefinite and indefinite pronouns used as subjects. But in this case, and their verbs must agree. So, they can use be as indefinite pronoun, but in this scenario, the verbs must agree about the sentence, about that particular pronoun. Singular indefinite pronouns should have a singular verb, and singular verbs usually end with s in the present tense. We all know about that. Plural indefinite pronouns should have a plural verb. It is very much clear. Singular pronouns, singular verb, plural pronouns, plural verbs. And plural verbs usually do not end. See, I have highlighted that word, do not end with s in the present tense. So these two rules are very much important in indefinite pronouns, and we have to be very much careful about the distributive pronouns too, because somehow these pronouns also have a role in indefinite pronouns also, because they are using as a subject in the case where the verbs are agreeing with that subject. Now reciprocal pronoun. We use reciprocal pronouns when each of two or more subject is acting in the same way towards the other. There are two reciprocal pronouns and they are both two words, each other, one another. Now let's go to the examples. Mary and John gave each other gold rings on their wedding day. Now exchange. I gave it to that person. In return, he also gave something to me. So that is the reciprocal pronoun. Ram and Meena were talking to each other in the hallway. We gave each other gifts during the holidays. The students congratulated one another. That means everyone is congratulating one another after giving practice speeches. So these are the examples. With this we can make us research, or we can study that how the pronouns are using. All these pronouns, till I have discussed like demonstrative, distributive, personal, possessive, indefinite, and now it's reciprocal. So all these pronouns are playing an important role when they are framing a sentence. Okay. So be very much careful about the usage of these pronouns. Reflexive pronoun. One of the little bit confusion here in the reflexive. Let's go and read word by word. It refers to the subject and directs the action of the verb back to the subject. Now, refers to the subject. It will talk about the subject and again it will refer back to the subject. Now, how it is? Example, Drain let himself believe that he was the winner of the race. Now, Darren himself, he had a belief that he was the winner of the race. Cassie gave herself 5 minutes to study for the test in science. So, here they are giving the opportunity to themselves only. Here again the subject is important and everything subject is only doing. Bryson and I held ourselves to the chocolate chip cookies on the table. So all these things are telling you that the subject is important in the entire sentence. If the subject is doing something, the action again comes back to the subject. Now, what is a relative pronoun? A relative pronoun is a pronoun that introduces a relative clause. It is also called a relative, that means a relation. Pronoun because it relates to the word that it modifies, that it clears, that is meaning to it. A relative clause can also be called an adjective clause that, like an adjective, describes the subject. So it will tell you each and everything. See, at times I am using some other examples here because they are somehow related to each other. Okay. So we have to be very much careful that when we are using the relative pronoun. Intensive pronouns. It emphasizes a noun or another pronoun in the same sentence. Now here I have given the examples. The examples will help you to understand the things more clearly. David himself gave the speech during the assembly. Now here it emphasizes a noun or another pronoun. Here noun is also there, David, and emphasizes the pronoun, that means himself. We ourselves are responsible for our actions. We is also a pronoun, ourselves again a pronoun. We saw Joelle herself at the mall before her concert. Here so many pronouns we have used. I myself will always be dependable. Now here with the subject again there is an intensive relation with that. We are using the pronoun too. That means it is emphasizing the noun plus pronoun. That means completely emphasizing is going on. In the first sentence, David is a noun and it also having a pronoun with itself. Now this is the rule chart. So be very much careful about the rule chart here. The first thing is the nominative. That means subject is singular, plural becomes we in the first person. In second person, singular and plural remains the same. In third person, he, she, it becomes they. If it is objective, that means we are talking about the object of the sentence, it becomes me. If it is me in singular, it becomes us. You will remain same in singular and plural. Him, her or it becomes them. In possessive, my and mine becomes our and ours. Your or yours. This remains same in singular and plural. If I talk about the third person, his or her or hers or its, it becomes their and theirs. In reflexive, if I talk about first person singular, it is myself, it becomes ourselves in plural. In second person, it is yourself, but. In reflexive pronouns, plural, yourself becomes yourselves. Please remember there is a very minute change between between yourself and yourselves. Okay, it is only in reflexive pronoun. Then himself, herself, itself, it becomes themselves. That means in reflexive pronouns we use a different pronoun. Instead of self, S-E-L-F, the spelling change into S-E-L-V-E-S. This is the entire rule chart of your pronoun when you are using the pronouns in your sentences. Either it is a first person, second person or third person, it is in a subject, it is in an object, or it is in a possessive, or it is in a reflexive. Students, it is very much important for you to learn all the rules, to learn all the process, understand the examples, understand the differences, understand the meaning of the pronoun, because at times there is a very minute change in the pronouns, but we get confused. Okay, like in emphasis pronoun, we emphasize the pronoun. So emphasize pronoun and reflexive pronoun somehow quite similar, but a little change is there. It reflects, it emphasizes. So like this we have to understand the change of the pronouns, because as they are replacing the noun, so they plays a very important role in it. We are not allowed to change the meaning in the sentence, but we are replacing that particular word with another word. Okay, there are many other pronouns too which we are using in a sentence. We are having indefinite pronouns because by the name only it is clearing that it's not specifying the things, but still it is having a role to play. If I talk about demonstrative pronoun, it is emphasizing or telling you, demonstrating each and everything, like distributive pronoun. It distributes to the each and everything. Their particular person is responsible for that. In my first slide, when I was explaining the person chart, pronoun chart, in that also I have told you about how the objective and subjective has been discussed and distributed. So by this I wanted to tell you one most important thing. Pronouns somehow the important role, as because when we have to change it, okay, we can use that. For example, if two persons are doing the same thing and we have to write in a one sentence, we can use the pronoun. Ram and Lakshman are eating chocolates. We can write they are eating chocolates. So by this we can replace the noun in the place of pronoun. So all these charts are very much important for you. Please read the chart, learn the person, because in this you will commit the mistakes when you are framing the sentences, because majority of times we get confused when we are doing the reflexive pronouns. So that is one of the most important thing we have to remember, that in reflexive pronoun only yourself becomes yourselves. Otherwise, in all the pronouns, if you check, the singular and the plural remains the same. So only one thing then you have to learn, one thing you have to remember. So do remember all this. And the other important thing I wanted to tell you, that being the eminent part in the English grammar, pronoun from very younger age and childhood we are reading, all these types are very much important. Other one most important thing I wanted to convey here is this, relates. Now in relative pronoun, when I am talking about this relative clause, in this I wanted to emphasize that it is also called an adjective clause, because in that, like an adjective, it describes the subject. So always please remember about that relative clause may work like as a adjective clause. Now let's quickly brief up and summarize whatever I have discussed here right now. I informed you about the pronouns as it replaces it. I informed you about the chart of the pronouns. I tell you the person, the first person, second person and the third person. I explained you about all the types, all the definitions. Even I tell you about the relations. I tell you the rule and the rule chart of the pronouns. By this I wanted to sum up my lecture. Your home task is that you have to go and read the pronouns, write the pronoun sentences, write 10 sentences each of pronouns, and learn the rules and learn the definitions. Till we meet again, learn each and everything. By this, I am winding up my session. Thank you.